Hey guys, Tara LaMagna here. I wanted to focus this month on a few things that a lot of people ask me about in January that we don't always go over. So, we are going to talk about tracking for your business. And we're going to talk about a few different aspects of this. Everything from tracking information for taxes. That's one of the most common questions I get in January. And then how to track and what to track monthly for your team or for your personal business. Okay. And then at the end, I have a special challenge for you all. So stay tuned. All right. So, first things first, I want to talk to you about taxes. True story. I have always had a lot of anxiety when it comes to doing my taxes. So for me, it's just part of it has been like, what do I track, and making sure I'm keeping like tabs on everything and record of everything. So I want to share with you a program that I've used the last few years that has lifted that burden off of my shoulders because it tracks everything for me, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to stress. So that program is called QuickBooks Self-Employed, and let me show you what it looks like. Hopefully, let me see. Is it allowing me to do that? Let's see if I share this with you. Okay, so QuickBooks Self-Employed is a program that you can access on your computer, but you can also access it on your phone through an app. So it's great because you can, whether you use, your phone mostly for business or your computer, you're set, right? The other thing is, most of you are like, okay, but is there a fee to this? It is $15 a month for QuickBooks Self-Employed, but in the email I'm sending you with this training, I'm going to give you a link that you can use to get 50% off of that for your first 6 months using the program. So I also am going to send you a whole tutorial. It's like a 17-minute tutorial right here on YouTube using QuickBooks Self-Employed. And it's actually from QuickBooks. And so it's great for you to see, and you'll be able to see there that it's super, super simple. So the way it works is you connect it to your bank account or bank accounts, depending, and you can decide what items are business, which ones are personal. And if you're unsure, it helps you figure out like what can count for business and to categorize it. So it makes it super, super easy. You can also take a picture with your phone of your receipts and upload them right into the app. It literally takes like 2 seconds. So you have it all in one spot. It can also track your miles. Oh, before I get to that though, you can also set rules for your transactions. So like, for example, if you pay for the newsletter each month, you can set that as a rule. That's always going to be for business. So it will automatically, every time that amount comes out from Lemongrass, it will make that a business expense. And so for things like that, like for me now, I've been doing this for so many years that there's only a few transactions here and there that I haven't made a rule for, and that I have to go in and just decide if it's business or personal. So it makes it super simple, especially like after your first year doing it. It also tracks your mileage. So again, that's where your phone comes in. You can, it will track your trips wherever you're driving to. And again, you can enter whether that is for business or not for business. I go to the post office all the time, so all of my post office trips are counted in that mileage. And it's the same idea. You get to select if it's business or personal, and it's super, super simple on your phone. using the app. You literally just swipe left or right, depending on if it's business or personal, or you can also split it as well between the two. So that is pretty cool. The other thing is at the end of the year, you can print a report and it has a breakdown of every single, all of your expenses, and the different categories for like your business expenses and then the different categories within that. So you can print that out and bring it right to your tax person and they can do your taxes for you. Or you can you get a discount if you use QuickBooks to do your taxes, the program QuickBooks. You can do them all on your own and it will import all of the data that you already have for the year into your taxes. So it's like the easy button. So I'm telling you guys, I share this every year, but I'm telling you, this is literally the best thing I have ever done for my business because it makes it so easy to track and I have way less anxiety when it comes to taxes. So consider QuickBooks Self-Employed. There are a lot of other apps out there that help track taxes. I like this one best because it tracks the mileage, it tracks the business expenses, the personal expenses in and out. So there you are. You can also link your PayPal account to that, and I think Amazon too, possibly, but PayPal for sure. So there's that. All right. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk to you about and train you on, because as your business grows, that's going to be super, super important that you track those expenses. So at the end of the year, when you get your 1099 from home office, you're good to go. All right. So that's that. I do have an Excel spreadsheet that I used to use and enter all the information by myself, but that took way more time. And for $15 a month, it is totally worth doing it, having QuickBooks do it for me. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to shift gears a little bit and talk to you about what to track numbers wise for your personal business and your team's business, and then how to go about doing that. All right. So let me X out of this. Oopsies. There we go. Here we go. All right. I am there. Here we go. Okay. So what to track month to month for your personal business and your team business. Some of us create goals in January. Some of us create goals monthly. Some of us create goals quarterly. Whatever you're doing, these areas are what I would suggest tracking throughout the year, no matter what your goals are. Okay. So I have actually created for you guys a tool that you can use to track this information. It's literally one page. It's right here. I'm going to upload it to the team page, Hearts of Gold, and also it's going to be attached to this email, so you can check it there. But this is monthly tracking, and you can see it's all consolidated on one sheet. So the first sheet is January through June. The second sheet shows July through December. And if you print it to double-sided, then it's literally one paper that you can keep track of the whole year long. So this is sometimes easier to, it will be easier to use this to track all of the things that I would suggest tracking versus your back office. So in each of these columns, you would fill this out once a month. So your personal volume for January, your personal recruits, the number of parties that you held. This is the number of parties that you hold, excuse me, is something that I didn't track for the longest time, but it's a great thing to track because you're able to see then the trends throughout the year. So what months are you really jam-packed? A lot of times January tends to be a busy month because we usually have those extra host rewards. And then again in the fall, like October, November are usually a little bit busier as well, but that's always good to track. And then the number of bookings that you made. So in January, you held maybe 5 parties. How many bookings did you make off of those altogether? So the idea is that in these categories that every month you have a steady number of parties held, and then also a steady number of bookings made, because if you have a lot of parties but maybe not a lot of bookings made, then maybe you want to take a little bit deeper look as to why you don't have as many bookings, right? Why you're not making those bookings. Is it that you aren't asking? There's a lot of different things, right? And then TV, team volume, team sales. If you don't have a team yet, you can leave that blank. But if you have at least one person on your team, then guess what? You can enter it there. And then team recruits. And then I also left a final column blank that if there's something else you want to track, you can go ahead and enter it there. And then on the bottom of this sheet, I have a spot for your personal goal, your team goal, and then a family goal. So again, use these how you want to, but I like this idea of having your goals listed on your tracking sheet so you can, again, kind of keep track and have a reminder of those goals constantly, right? So this is a sheet you guys can keep in your planner. You can, put it on your, hang it in your office. I have a little magnet strip. So I literally just created this tool this year. So I am going to hang this so that I can easily see it right above my computer at all times. So you guys will have access to this. I am going to share it with you in PDF format so that you can print it out, because I think that it's important to write it down as well, versus just having it in a document where you type it in on your computer once a month and you're not really looking at it or seeing it regularly. Okay, so this is one of my bonus tools I'm giving you this month for you to use, and I hope that you will use it. Screen sharing is paused. Okay, resume share. All right. Let's see. Just a moment. All right. I want to talk to you about one other tool. Oh, sorry. Actually, before I do that, I need to share with you guys how to find that information. So oftentimes you don't know, especially if you're newer, don't know where to find the information for this tracker that I just gave you, right? So I'm going to go over real quick how to find this information. All right. So this is my back office. If I'm logging in, it shows me right here on this first page on the left side where I'm highlighting, it shows my personal volume, also known as my qualitative volume, for the month. So for January, the end of January, you can just come here and it will show you your volume, and you can enter your personal volume right on your sheet. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to show you how to find the rest of it. Okay, so if I click downline and then I click run your downline, run your current downline report, just make sure that the volume period is correct. So I'm going to just show you for December, but you would want to obviously run January 2021. You're going to click, and it defaults to that, so you don't have to actually click something different, but December 2020 for now. And it should, when you guys go to do this at the end of January, it will show January 2021, but you always just want to double check. Okay, so then run your current downline report. And mine looks a little different because I have several directors under me, but you guys will have, at the very least, you'll see your name and you'll see a plus sign next to where it says generation. You're going to click the plus sign, and then it's going to show you everybody on your team, whether it's big or small, whomever. Oh, actually, I was running reports earlier, so I actually need to clear something out because I didn't clear it before. Okay, so run my downline report. Okay, Here it is. So click the plus sign next to your name. Then it's going to show you your downline. That is everybody that is direct, or everybody that is on your team who is not promoted to director yet. Okay, so here it shows me my PV for the month. So I can enter that in the column. It also shows my team volume. I can enter that in a column. It also shows me my recruits, right? So there's 3 of the 6 columns right there. The number of parties held, it does show parties entered, PTY, parties entered right there. But that could be, sometimes this number is different because maybe I combined parties. Maybe one of these wasn't an actual party, but it was a, an event that I set up for my customers to order from, something like that. So this may or may not be accurate. So just make sure that you actually keep track of the number of parties that you held for the month. And the bookings, the same idea. You guys are going to want to keep track as you go for the number of bookings that you make for the month. All right. And you could even just do tally marks in the tracker and fill that in as you go throughout the month. And then your team recruits, the easiest way to do this is you can click on any of these columns. So if I click entry date, it is going to show me, it's going to organize the team members by entry date. So I can do it like this. This is one way, and I can scroll down and see, okay, these were the new team members we had for December. Clearly shows, so I can write that we had 4 team recruits, okay? Another way to do this is to go back to filtered results, and you can enter in here, entry start date. You can just do the first day of the month. So actually, let me just show you January because that's easier and we're here. Okay, so you can click the first day of the month, so January, and the end date, you can put the last day of the month, and then you can click to run your report, and then it will just show you those people that have joined that month too. So either way works. But that is how you get all of the information that you need for this tracker. All right. Okay, I am going to stop sharing my screen real quick. So those are the things that I would suggest tracking, and you can track, as the months go on, then you can see the trends, you can see which areas maybe you need to focus more on. Maybe it's recruiting, maybe your team needs to focus more on recruiting, and you can set goals based on where you're at as well. Okay, so that is it for tracking. So now I want to talk to you about the challenge that I have for you for the month of January. So let me share my screen again. Let's see. Share my screen. I am also going to upload this into the team page as well. This is a 30-day business booster challenge. So for this challenge, I have completed, I've filled out, I have 30 days worth of activities that you need to do for your business. Okay, you can choose to do this challenge. You can choose to say, you know what, Tara, I'm not up for a challenge. But the challenge is we have 31 days in January. So you can choose one day where you don't do anything. You can do this in order. Start at number 1 and go through 30 if you want, or you can fill it out as you go and just pick a random thing to do each day. And at the end of the month, just make sure you have them all filled in, checked off, right? But all of these are income producing activities, meaning that by doing these, you could get orders, okay? So there's only 5 different activities, but you're doing these things multiple times throughout the month. So one of them is to email your customers. Another, Facebook or Instagram story, sharing your lemongrass life. So this is, we talked about this a few months ago, how to do stories and how to attraction marketing. We did that in December. But basically what this looks like is not posting a story of your of like a special, using a special graphic, but maybe instead you take a picture of Happy Mail that you have going out to customers and you post that in your stories. Maybe you take a picture of a training that you're listening to and you post that in your stories. Things like that. Like, what does your life as a lemongrass consultant look like? Okay. So you're doing that on Facebook or you're doing that on Instagram. Another one is a 10-minute live. If it's a little bit less than 10 minutes, that's totally fine. Just try not to make it more than 10 minutes. And this, it's totally up to you what you do your live on. Maybe it's you're demoing a product. Maybe you're giving some tips and tricks. Maybe you're doing a little, I don't know, maybe you're sharing how to use our deodorant, something like that. Okay. Totally up to you. The next one is a post on your business page. This is super, super simple. This is your business page, not your business, not your group. Okay. Not your VIP group, your business page. So this is just another thing, like a reminder to be active on your business page and posting on your business page once in a while. A lot of people either don't have a business page or they haven't posted on their business page in a while. And what that does is that when people Google Lemongrass Spa or they put in Facebook, they type Lemongrass Spa in Facebook, if they click on your business page and you haven't posted in a while, to them that looks like you are no longer a consultant or you're not serious about your business, so they don't want to do business with you or they don't want to join your team. Okay. So that's an easy one. That should be a really simple one for you guys to do. Just simply post on your business page. It can be on whatever you want. And then the last one is 5 follow-ups. So if you do 5 follow-ups, the number of times that I have you do them for, so that is what, 6 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6 weeks, but 6 times. That's 30 follow-ups you're doing in January. So that's, again, another easy one. You can message them, you can text them. The idea of this challenge for you guys is that these are simple things that you can do that are going to help grow your business, or they're going to keep your business steady as it is. So it's super simple. It's just a quick reminder each day to do one of these. And before you know it, by the end of the month, you're going to have a lot more engagement, a lot more engagement in your business. Whether it's on your Facebook page, you might have more people reaching out to ask you about the business opportunity because of the stories that you're sharing. You might even have some new people reach out to you because they saw a post on your business page that you haven't posted in a while, right? So you can print this out. Again, this is a PDF, so you can print it out. I have a copy myself as well, and you can mark off the boxes as you go. At the end of the month, I am going to do a post, and you are going to drop a picture of your completed board in that post. I'm going to then do a drawing for a $100 Amazon gift card at the end of the month. So your entry to win is a completed board. All right. So if you decide that you want to do more than one of those activities in a day, that's awesome, but you don't get to mark off 2 boxes that same day. Okay. So you have to, an easy way to mark them off might be to just put the date that you do it in the box, so that you're sure to do 1 activity each day at the very minimum. Okay. You can absolutely do more than that. But just each box has to be a different day. All right. This, obviously, you guys, I'm going to be able to see some of these things, like your stories and your business page posts and things like that, your lives. I won't be able to see your follow-ups. I won't just be able to see your emails to your customers. But what I am counting on is that you are all truthful, right, in doing this. And again, it's just like working out, right? This is actually, I got this this whole setup here, this 30-day challenge. I just changed it to make it my own. I got this from Canva, and it was a workout challenge thing. So It's the same concept. You're doing something for your business every day, just like you would do if you were doing a workout challenge. You do something every day, and at the end of the month, you're going to see changes, right? When you do something over and over again, or when you work towards a goal over and over again, you see the results. All right. So this is the org challenge for the month of January. And I would love to hear from you guys throughout the month. And I'll do some check-in posts here and there to see like where you're at in your board and how it's going. But I'm looking forward to this, and I'm going to do it as well. Like I said, this is going to go on my magnet board as well, along with my monthly tracker. And I hope it is helpful for you guys. The last tool that you guys get from me every single month is the social media calendar. Let me share that screen with you real quick. So the social media calendar, I already posted that in the team page. You guys can print this out. It's very helpful for me personally, because it's, sometimes you just don't know what to post, and it's super simple to be able to look at a calendar, say, oh, okay, today I'm going to highlight the cleansing oil. That's what I'm going to focus on. But I do want to highlight something. On January 11th, Monday, January 11th is the day that corporate is going to announce the Bliss Box. That is also National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. And because of our human trafficking, our human kindness kits, I will be sharing in my group, in my customer group that day, facts about human trafficking to get some awareness to that, and share the human kindness kits as well that day. But I will also be sharing the Bliss Box. But because it is National Human Trafficking Awareness Day on the 11th, which is Bliss Box release day, I'm actually going to talk about the Bliss Box and do some teaser posts on the 10th, to get people excited about it. And that's something too that we can all be taking pre-orders for, because there are 10,000 boxes, but they're likely going to sell out quickly. I have no idea what's inside of them, but does it really matter? They always sell out. So just keep that in mind. And then at the bottom of this calendar, hopefully you guys have noticed this in the past, but is the Visley code. There's also, if there is a host free item, there, I always add the code there as well. But this month there is no host free item. It's just the 50% more host rewards, which is an amazing gift in itself. And then the training focus, which is tracking your business. So you're going to be using the new tracker. You're going to use the 30-day business booster challenge. And the business booster challenge, you guys, this is something that you can do for January. And then if it works well and you want to do it again next month, then do it next month too. You can print out another copy and check it off as you go. All right. Okay. So I think that wraps up the training. Again, don't forget, in the email, I will, I'll share the link to get the 50% off the Intuit QuickBooks if you want to do that. I'll also share the QuickBooks training, and the QuickBooks training is super simple. It's literally just an overview. So like if you're unsure if you want to do it or not, you can check that out, see what it looks like, and make a decision from there. And then, yeah, and then attached, you have the monthly tracker that I created for you, the 30-day challenge that I created for you, and I'm also attaching the social media calendar that I have created for you. So I spent a lot of time on this. I hope that you guys appreciate it and use it. Don't just watch this and let it roll. Please print these out. Please use these tools. And also don't forget about the Visley template. I did change that around a little bit. I took some posts out. I added some different posts. I changed wording on them. I updated the specials and all of that. So it's ready to go for your January parties. And if you don't have a January party, you can use that Visley template just in your VIP group. You can just roll that template right in your VIP group. And do it that way. Okay. And remember, if you need help with the Visley training, or if you're new and you've never done Visley before, I will add the link to the Visley training and how to use it in this email as well, so you guys can check that out. All right. Okay, guys, happy January. Let's kick 2021 off with a bang. Let's crush it. I know we can. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.